What's up, Libra? With your April general love reading. This is for my lovely Libras, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. This is a general love reading and may not resonate with every Libra out there. So, Spirit, what are the most important messages for my Libras for the month of April in regards to love? Tell me about the situation for my Libras. Okay. I have to say, looking at this pile, I feel like I should take the advice here as well. I'm a Cancer Sun, Pisces Moon, Virgo Rising in Tropical Astrology, and then Leo Rising in Sidereal Astrology. So I will be listening closely to myself in this pile as well. But I feel that this is the empath pile. We have so much watery energy. We have so much kind of psychic energy here. I feel like you could be very sensitive to other people's emotions. And the first thing I'm getting is that you might need to take time for yourself. And that's perfectly okay. Sometimes you're not going to have space for other people and their emotions and their problems. And that's perfectly okay, because sometimes you have to take care of yourself. You have to be a little bit selfish sometimes, and that's okay. That doesn't mean you're a bad person. That doesn't mean that changes who you are. It just means you are a little bit tired and you need a little bit of a break, which we all do. We all need to kind of take time and rest and rethink our strategy and what we're doing. But another thing I'm getting is I feel like you could have a lot of passion for a lot of different things, and maybe you just want to pursue all of these things, and by all means, go ahead, I would say. I feel like you could be a jack of all trades. You could have a lot of different interests and a lot of different talents, and the best way to use these is through leadership, is what I feel. So by leadership, I don't necessarily mean like becoming the CEO of a company or leading a riot or something, but it's more about kind of passing down information to other people that will help them kind of put their stuff in place as well, kind of put their life together as well, because I feel like this is something you have been working on. I feel like you've been kind of trying to find maybe your purpose in life or what you feel very called to do. You could be in a kind of self-discovery stage with spirituality. You could be trying to figure out who you are or who you want to be. And I feel like you are on the right path. This is a lot of encouraging energy, but it's just a reminder to stay grounded, to not let all of these ideas that may be swirling in your head to kind of knock you off your feet and off balance to the point where you're overwhelmed with everything that's happening. It's kind of an energy and a calling to take things step by step. And that's why we have this meditate and contemplate card as well as the Hanged Man. I feel like you have a very deep nature and a complex way of seeing things. I think you have a lot of Neptune energy within you. And what I mean by that, what Neptune energy means to me is kind of philosophical, someone who sees things from different perspectives quite easily, someone who's very open-minded as well, but someone that might also get lost in their own head quite a bit as well, especially because of all of these maybe different perspectives, or wondering what if, or what if that, but what if it's this, or what if it's that. And it's just kind of a reminder to not let your own thoughts overwhelm you and then consume you. It's, I think, this energy of the universe wanting you to take more action towards what you want, to be brave, to be confident that you can do it. And another thing I'm getting is I think you spread a lot of happiness around you, pile number one. I think you help a lot of people heal, and the universe really encourages that and appreciates that, with the reminder to take care of yourself and to recharge your energy as well. For those of you that may be going through a healing cycle, a big healing cycle of your own, I kind of want to point out that I think the universe wants you to take your focus off other people right now, whether this is a romantic interest or your family members or your friends, just people who you feel need your support. It's kind of this reminder to take your energy off of them for a little bit and to focus on yourself, focus on your own development, on your own well-being, on your own hobbies, on what makes you happy. There is a very balanced energy. I feel like yin and yang energies within you could be really balanced. You could have like a very similar amount of masculine and feminine signs in your chart as well. I feel like you have a good balance going on. And that's why I was kind of getting this jack of all trades energy. I mean, we have two water signs, and we have earth and fire. We're only missing air, but then we have a bird. I don't know if that counts. Probably not. But I do feel that the thing with you is I think you have the ability to see things from a higher perspective. And I feel that the universe wants you to do that, to not get stuck on maybe some little details or some little insecurities that you may have, and to just kind of go diving in, rushing in like the Knight of Swords is what I'm getting. But it's also a reminder to ground your energy. So it's not like flying in the air with kind of feeling lost, but it's about grounding, knowing what you want, knowing your end goal, or at least some checkpoints that you want on your journey, and going in that direction. We don't have the North Node card here, but I feel like there is a message about your life purpose here. I feel like it could have to do with some sort of giving, some sort of charity work, some sort of helping people heal. You could literally be someone working in the field of medicine. You could be someone working in some sort of healing profession. You could be an energy healer. You could be a tarot reader. And this doesn't have to be your career, but I do feel that something of this sort, something that has to do with guiding other people and being some sort of leader or having some sort of leadership position in one way or another, is something that you may feel called to do. And if that's the case, it's a message for you to go ahead and pursue that. I feel like you have more talents than you realize as well, and I think other people see this in you. But one thing I feel about you is you may not really care about what other people think, but I feel like at the same time, maybe some of your self-beliefs about yourself may be a little bit distorted, in the sense that I feel like sometimes you may underestimate yourself. And this is a reminder from the universe to stop doing that. You are incredible, you are powerful, you are beautiful, and you have such a beautiful heart and such a beautiful mind that the universe wants you to be okay with that, to be okay with owning that. You don't always need to kind of be humble when, or like kind of feel some sort of hesitation when people compliment you and wonder if you're worth the compliment or not, because you are 100%. I have been speaking on stuff for some time now, but I am getting a lot from this pile. I feel like you also have a very creative streak to your energy. I feel like you could be into the arts, or you could have some artistic talents. You could be a really good singer. You could be a really good musician. You could be a really good painter. Even if you don't see your actual talent, even if you feel like your work is like average at best, I feel like you are blowing some minds, pile number one, without even realizing. And I feel like the thing with you is you are natural. You are who you are. And it's not to impress anyone else. I feel like you're just kind of trying to find your way. And the universe is encouraging you in all of your endeavors, if you want to try different things to see what works for you, go ahead and do that. But the main thing here is that you should take action in one direction or the other, while not losing sight of your big goals, your big dreams, because I think these are very pursuable. I don't know if that's an actual word, but I feel like there is so much beauty in you that I almost feel this kind of tinge of sadness that maybe sometimes you don't see. And I hope you can one day fully see how beautiful you are, and that you can fully love yourself one day if that is something that you have trouble with, because I think your energy is absolutely beautiful, pile number one. This is such a beautiful energy, and I can tell you are intuitive as well. If you haven't connected with your intuition yet, I would really recommend maybe meditation, or However you may feel called to do this, you could also kind of just talk to the universe, literally, before you go to sleep, just in your head, and you could ask for a sign, because in my personal experience, the thing that really made me fully aware of the connection with everything was I specifically asked for a very specific sign, and within 30 minutes I had it in front of me, and I wasn't even surprised, but it was just such a wholesome feeling, um, for me to know that the universe is listening, the universe is always with you, and you are connected. And I feel like if you haven't experienced that already, that you should. I mean, not necessarily that you should ask the universe for a specific sign before you go to bed or anything, but that is one option. I feel like you could benefit from communicating with the universe more, and this could also be through artistic expression as well. Like you could try starting writing something, and then the universe, like, just let words flow out of you without putting thought into it. You could paint something and just let your kind of fingers guide you, for example, and see what comes through for you. It just feels like there's a lot of things within you that could be expressed more freely, more independently, more fearlessly, and the universe is definitely supporting this. I know I keep on saying that, but I feel like there is such a big energy of the universe has your back, the universe loves you here, that I feel the need to constantly mention it. But let's see. So for those of you that could be waiting on a counterpart or manifesting a counterpart, I can say this is your confirmation that this is coming to you, but the timeline will be different for every single one of you. And the reason I took the Emperor as the counterpart is because I was feeling really heavy yin energy from this pile with like the double Pisces and the Cancer. So divine feminine energy. So that's why the Emperor to me could be a divine counterpart for you. So regardless of gender, regardless of what you identify as, I feel like there is a love story coming your way. There is a lot of abundance coming your way as well. I'm really drawn to the pomegranate here. And I feel like you are manifesting so much abundance, but it's important to strategize and to not do this in kind of like an all over the place type of way. I feel like with the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands, it's a really big calling to be wise and to set boundaries with people if you feel the need to do so. This is really about you manifesting someone that will match your energy. I feel like you are manifesting love, either someone that has been transformed to a completely new version of themselves, or you are manifesting a new person in terms of love. And another thing I'm very drawn to right now is how I mentioned that you have a very balanced energy of yin and yang. Even though I do get like more divine feminine energy from you overall, I do feel that in terms of balance, there is quite a bit of that going on within you. And we have the Emperor and the Empress, so yin and yang in your reading as well. So I think there is definitely this energy of you knowing when to let your emotions and intuition guide you and when to kind of use your more logical mind. Or if you haven't mastered this yet, that is perfectly okay. It's not an easy thing to do. But the thing is, I think you have a lot of potential. You kind of it almost feels like you have world-changing power, if I'm being honest. I don't need to sound too intimidating or like put any pressure on you or anything, but I feel like you have touched a lot of people's lives, whether you're aware of this or not. And with the Queen of Swords in the world, I feel like you have that leadership quality to yourself. And with the Emperor and the Five of Cups, maybe in the past you have been disappointed when it comes to love, with the Three of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse here as well. Maybe someone you were meant to depend on for a very long time, someone you wanted to have with you for the long term. Maybe they disappointed you in the past, and this is a reminder from the universe to not let that put that fear in you of loving again, or trying again when it comes to love. There's a big energy of you failed, try again. You're just learning. You didn't mess anything up. It's just all part of the learning and growing process. And I understand that it is not easy sometimes at all. But you are very, very powerful, pile number one. Please don't forget that. Can we clarify the Empress, please, in reverse? We have the High Priestess in reverse. For some of you, you may not fully realize the intuition that you have, or these talents that you may have when it comes to kind of intuition. I feel like you have a very strong connection with the universe, but for some of you, I feel like this is like undiscovered, unexplored territory for some of you. And if that's the case, there's definitely a call to connect with your intuition, to really let your talents shine and to own those talents, to not doubt them, to not doubt yourself, to not doubt your intuition. That is, of course, very important to also find that distinction between, especially because I was getting empath energy from this pile, it's very important to also know what feelings and emotions are yours and what you are picking up from your environment, from the people around you, from what you might be channeling. Because if you don't recharge, if you don't kind of cleanse yourself every once in a while, it becomes really blurry, that line between other people's energy, other people's emotions, other people's heaviness, and your own. So it's very important to know what emotions are yours to deal with and what emotions are other people's. And then we have the Nine of Cups. This is the wish fulfillment card, and this is telling me that whatever you set your mind to do, this could be manifesting love, this could be starting a new career, whatever it is that you set your mind to do is coming to you, as long as you stay grounded in your energy. And for some of you, I do feel that this could be a love interest that is manifesting into your life, that you are manifesting, like a Prince Charming type of person, regardless of gender. But that doesn't have to be the only thing you're manifesting, because what I'm getting, especially with the World showing up as well, and the Empress and the Emperor, I feel like you are manifesting abundance in career, in love, in your free time, in talents, whatever it is that you may be. And I do feel that some of you may be further along your healing journey. Others of you could have just started your healing journey, but know that your path is leading to a lot of abundance and a lot of blessings for you. Now, I want to look into this. Okay, we have the King of Cups in reverse, and then we have the Ace of Cups. I wanted to look into this kind of pain situation. And for your bottom deck energy, we have the Seven of Wands. And what I am getting here is, again, someone in your past may have disappointed you in the sense that maybe they weren't ready, or maybe they didn't have the full potential, the full emotional maturity that you do. And so they weren't able to give you what you deserved and what you wanted. And if that's the case, the universe is manifesting, co-creating with you, co-manifesting with you, someone, this kind of new love for you that is going to make all of this pain and every lesson that you've had to learn make sense. Because I feel like you are calling in a divinely guided or guided by the universe or guided by God type of counterpart. And for some of you, this could be someone returning from the past. For some of you, this could be a new person. It'll be different for every situation. And this is why your intuition is so important, so integral, because you can tell what information is for you and what information is not. I want to get you some advice. These cards are so hard for me to shuffle. Okay. Do you have any words of wisdom for pile number 1, please, universe? Any words of wisdom for pile number 1? Thank you. We have a gift of freedom. Break away from your attachments. This to me talks about boundaries. Again, like if you feel obliged to help people, to, process their emotions for them, or to constantly be there for people, even if you don't have energy for yourself, it's a reminder to fill your own cup first, is one thing I'm getting. And another thing I'm getting is to be the leader, to not be a follower, but to be a leader, to set trends if that's what you want to do, to really just do whatever it is that you want. Like you wake up one day, you want to put a flower in your hair and walk around like that, do it, even like the smallest things. It's just a huge energy of be yourself, because you are unique, you are incredible, and people should see that. The world should see that. The world should see more of you. We have drunk with love, let love lift you to freedom. So that's the second freedom message we have for you. And that also kind of, for me, is an indicator that you are manifesting love in abundance. Any words of wisdom for pile number 1, please, universe? Any words of wisdom? Just gonna do this. Okay, we have live in the moment. What you are looking for is with you. We have imagination, draw from the well of your own capabilities. And then we have 2 more. We have slow down to relax, break to enjoy the beauty around you. That's an interesting sentence. And then we have accepting challenges, trust your inner resources. And for your bottom deck energy, we have silencing the mind. Let silence guide you to your inner peace. And this to me is a message about connecting to your intuition and not letting your mind, or if you're overthinking, if you tend to overthink a lot, to not let that or any emotions that you may feel kind of get in the way of your intuition, because your intuition, I think, may give you more clarity than you would have imagined, because I feel like you have a lot of psychic talents. I don't necessarily like these labels, but I feel like that's what you have. And yeah, I feel like you just have a lot of potential and a lot of blessings for coming your way. So, oh my God, it's been almost half an hour. I'm so sorry. I did not realize I'd been talking for this long, but I hope this could offer you clarity, and hopefully I'll see you soon for another reading. And until then, bye. Hello, my beautiful pile number 2s, and welcome to your reading. We're going to start with your oracle cards, and then we'll get tarot and some messages from the universe as well in a little bit. We have Mercury Mind to start off your reading, which is the Magician card. We have Libra, I balance. So we have air energy, a little bit of earth as well. We have Heart Chakra. We have a Gemini, I think, so more air. We have a second house owning, which is Taurus energy. So we have earth and air. We have success. We have balance, spirituality, and practicality. Interesting that we have double balance here as well. And this is a full moon in Pisces, so we also have water. Now, we have the end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. We have what do you need to release? And we have pleasure. This is an energy of work hard, play hard for me. I feel like you need more balance in your life. And I know that could sound very like simple because it's literally on two of the cards, but I also feel like there could be something maybe a little rocky with your home life or your stability in terms of finance, something to do with that as well. If there is some sort of instability like that, I feel like this is, first of all, confirmation that you are manifesting success and you are manifesting some sort of luxury for yourself, in the sense that you are getting to a place where you don't necessarily need to worry about making ends meet, but where you can enjoy life a little bit more. If this is something that you are struggling with, I feel like you are manifesting abundance, and especially in terms of your career and what you do. And I feel like this is similar to pile number one in the sense that I feel like there's a call for you to take some sort of leadership position or some sort of communication position where you are sharing your ideas and your thoughts with people in a fearless manner. I feel like you could have a lot of wisdom. You could have a lot of experience. You don't need to be like old in terms of age, but I feel like you are an old soul, and I feel like you have a lot of wisdom to share with people around you. And I think this is a call from the universe to do just that. And it's also a reminder to not get lost in your spiritual endeavors and kind of neglect your 3D world. And it's also a reminder to not get caught up in the dealings of your 3D world too much, and to always make time for some sort of introspection, some sort of reflection, some sort of self-care where you are mindful, where you are kind of observing your thoughts instead of letting them overwhelm you. I feel like you could have a very active mind, and I feel like you could be someone that overthinks things a lot. And this is just a reminder from the universe to connect to your heart space instead, in the sense that connect to your intuition, your inner knowing, instead of letting your mind tell you what to do. This was also something that came through in pile number one. So if you felt called to watch pile number one as well, I would recommend that you do. But the thing here is, I feel like most of you could have been going through some difficult times, especially with like the current limitations going on in the world. If you're watching this reading at the time that I'm posting it, there's quite a bit of stuff going on right now, and this could be stressing you out, which is perfectly understandable, but it's kind of a reminder to not fully detach in the sense that you don't care, but to not let these things get to you on a very deep personal level to the point where they could be wounding you in a very kind of significant way as well. It's kind of about knowing what to internalize and what to kind of observe is the energy I'm getting from this pile. And I feel like you have been working hard on your healing, on maybe opening up your heart space, on maybe self-worth, on maybe balancing your energies out, and it's paying off for you. I feel like you are wrapping up some sort of cycle, and I feel like you are leveling up in one way or another, especially in terms of your physical 3D world success. I feel like you are experiencing, or you are about to experience, some sort of level up where you're going to have a lot more freedom to do what it is that you truly want to do. Because I feel like for some of you, you may not be doing what you would love to be doing, but you might be doing something that just works for you, that is just convenient. And this doesn't have to be some sort of work situation. For some of you, this could be a relationship or a connection that you settled for as well. For some of you, this could be some sort of tie you have to someone from your past as well. And if that's the case, this is really a call to not let really anything get into your energy to the point where it takes from you. That was a horrible way of putting it, but I feel like maybe things get to you a little bit too much sometimes. And it's just really a reminder to not let that happen, to stay present in the moment and to make the best of whatever situation you may be in. And I know that's a lot easier said than done, but I do feel that there is kind of like you need to remember how powerful you are, pile number 2. I feel like sometimes maybe you forget, maybe you get caught up in the details of things, or maybe you get caught up in your head, or maybe you get caught up in other people's opinions or what other people have said to you or what other people have done. But it's really your focus right now should be on yourself, is the main message I'm getting for you. It should be on your abundance. It should be on your healing. It should be on your manifestations, because you are very powerful, and I see you manifesting from the heart, in the sense that I feel like, I mean, emotions are very important to the manifestation process. You know, when you feel that kind of feeling of pure joy, of course, that kind of accelerates the whole thing. It makes it more solid. It makes it more real. It solidifies it. And this is just a reminder for you to kind of use that emotional side of yourself to manifest things. I feel like for some of you, maybe you really want to manifest something and you're focused on it, but you are not caught up to it emotionally. Maybe you don't feel like you're at that end point yet. And manifestation is all about believing that you already have it. It's not about wanting something. It's not about lacking something and wishing you had it. It's knowing that you fully deserve this. It's standing in that energy. And then it comes to you because you don't have any hesitations, any doubts anymore. And of course, you can have days where you are unsure, but it's really about noticing these thought patterns that may be holding you back from manifesting to your full potential, which is incredible. If I'm being honest, I feel like you have a lot of potential and a lot of kind of power when it comes to manifestation, especially. And I feel like what you feed your subconscious is very important. It plays a very significant role in your life, I think, in the sense that maybe some of you have some self-limiting beliefs that may be holding you back, maybe some things you haven't even realized yet. And this to me is really about releasing those patterns within yourself as well, and balancing energies out within you as well, not just in your physical world, but especially within you. And I feel like your physical world will just follow in that sense, because as within, so without. And another thing I'm getting is you don't have to make everyone happy. You don't have to adapt to what people expect you to be. You don't have to adapt to what you think they would want you to be. You need to stay grounded in your own energy, and you need to know that you don't need to change for anyone. Of course, like through our connections, we improve and we grow and we change, but the thing is, you shouldn't let anyone take from you in a way that you don't want to give them. I feel like this is also an important message for some of you, but please only take these messages if they resonate with you. I am going to get some tarot now. So we can see what else comes through. All right, so what does pile number 2 need to know right now? We have the World. We have the Queen of Cups in reverse. The World is kind of acting sketchy, like kind of turning around and stuff. So I do feel that maybe some of you have some ties to the past or just some situations that don't serve you anymore. And this could have to do with some people around you as well, maybe your friends or a family member. And of course, only take this if it resonates with you. But it's kind of, I think, a reminder to also double check the people you are giving your energy to that are kind of taking from you in a way that is just not fair. I do feel that some of you may need maybe in need of some more healing around the heart space, and maybe that's why the heart chakra showed up as well, with the Queen of Cups showing up in reverse as well, though, and the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. I do feel that you could listen to some chakra meditations. We have the Four of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Six of Swords in reverse. I feel like there could be someone holding on to you energetically from the past, that this person could be affecting you without you even realizing that it's them. And if that's the case, this is a confirmation that the feelings, if you feel like heavy negativity one day when you wake up, it is most likely not yours. I feel like some of you have some deep energetic connections to people from the past that have not moved on from certain situations and certain energies. Even if you really have been trying, I feel like there could be someone that is clinging to you. And I feel like I just jumped from what I was saying before, but I don't know, just kind of came out of nowhere. Okay. But some of you could benefit from maybe doing some chakra meditations as well. Maybe some that focus on the heart chakra to open up your heart chakra. I've done some of these, and for me, it was a very liberating experience. I have cried in most of these meditations, and I feel like some of you just need that release. I feel like maybe you bottle things up a little bit too much sometimes. And I completely understand that, but sometimes you need to check in with yourself and think, am I bottling things up too much? Do I just need a good cry? You know? We have the Two of Pentacles. Balance. Can we clarify the world, please, universe? Thank you. We have the Lovers in reverse, and then we have the Sun. Okay, my beautiful pile number 2, there is someone from your past that has made a wrong decision around you, or something that they just kind of regret doing within your connection or to you. This doesn't have to be romantic. It could be, though, with the Lovers showing up as well. But regardless of what the situation is, this is a call from the universe to liberate yourself from that. If you feel any hatred or anger towards this person, it's a call to liberate yourself from those feelings, because it's not going to hurt the person, but holding on to these toxic feelings will poison you eventually. So it's really that call to let go of any negativity that you may hold against someone. You don't need to let them back into your life, into your space, but it's really about releasing them instead of holding a grudge or holding any negative feeling towards them, which is perfectly fine. I am not saying that you should not feel negatively towards anyone at all. It's just kind of about feeling them and then releasing them rather than holding on to them for longer than necessary. But of course, take this message only if it resonates with you. But I do feel that with the Sun here showing up as well, your heart space wants to expand. For some of you, there could be some inner child healing that is holding you back from reaching your full potential. And I would recommend mirror work, or of course, getting professional help is perfectly healthy. And I think very necessary if you feel the need that you need this as well. Just a reminder for some of you, I am not telling you to do one thing over the other or whatever it is, but I do have a psychology degree and I'm doing a master in neuroscience, so I do feel very compelled to remind you to seek professional help whenever you may need it. If you are struggling with emotions or mentally, it is perfectly okay. It is nothing to be ashamed of. For some of you, I don't know, I just felt like saying that Yeah, I want this to be a safe space. So I hope it's a safe space for you. We have the Eight of Wands. We have the Hermit in reverse. There does seem to be some restless energy around you. And I feel like you need to let it out, literally in the sense that, like, go for a run, go move your body, do yoga, take a hike. Hello again, my camera messed up, so I don't remember what I said last, and I kind of just started filming immediately without checking, so hopefully we're not missing anything. But the one thing I'm getting for you is that you need to move yourself. I feel like you have pent-up energy within you, whether you realize this or not, and I feel like you could really benefit from really letting that out in a literal physical way. This could literally also just be like going out to a cliff and screaming, but I feel like you need to release some energy. This could also be through meditating as well, but I do feel a more cathartic energy here, in the sense that maybe some of you just need to punch something. You know, and that is perfectly okay. I know this may seem like weird advice, but, you know, as long as you're not punching someone, I think it's okay. Here we clarify the Six of Swords in reverse. I mean, I only have 3 piles today, so I do realize that the messages will be a little more all over the place. We have the Magician in reverse. Interesting. I think, oh my god, we have the Ace of Wands, and it came out in the exact same spot for pile number 1 as well, which is interesting. But essentially, I do feel that there is something from the past, maybe some thought patterns, maybe a person, maybe more than one situation, maybe something that happened when you were a child that seems to be holding you back, in terms of kind of manifesting fresh beginnings for yourself, fresh energies for yourself, maybe your soul tribe for some of you. I feel like you were manifesting a lot of things at once, and I got that with pile number 1 as well. But I do feel that there is a need to release here some things that may not be serving you, or maybe just literally, like I said, going out and screaming, and letting that out. Okay, let's get you some advice from these cards. Any words of wisdom, please, universe, for my beautiful pile number 2s. Okay, oh, thank you. All right, okay, I am dropping everything. We have surrender with joy, achieve greatness through surrender. I kind of tie this back to that manifestation energy and getting to that place where you can surrender without a doubt, knowing that your manifestations are coming to you because you are deserving of this. You are powerful enough to do this. Whatever it is that you want to manifest. We have return to joy. We are here to experience joy. So that's a double joy message for you. So that to me is another reminder to not hold on to negative feelings and to not let these negative feelings become so internalized that they end up taking from you. You have celebrate life, make your life a celebration. And any other words of wisdom for us, please? we have live in the moment. What you are looking for is with you. For your bottom deck energy, we have balanced life. Love seeks your well-being. And I'll take another one because it doesn't look right to me right now. And then we have open mind. Replace the old cycle with a new and exciting one. So there you go. I hope this could offer you some clarity in your situation, my beautiful pile number 2s. Let me know if this resonated. If it did not, maybe there's a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. Remember that you are loved, you are beautiful and incredible, and to always stand in your power. Hopefully, I'll see you soon for another reading, but until then, bye! Hello, my beautiful pile number 3s, and welcome to your reading. We're going to start with your oracle cards, and then we'll get tarot, and then some advice from the universe as well in a little bit. We have number 8, healing, Chiron, I don't know. We have number 14, Taurus, we have another card that I'm not going to pronounce because I don't want to butcher it. We have Aquarius, I know, which is the star card. This is the Hierophant, and I am tempted to say that this is Temperance. And then we have number 17 on Leo, I will. Let me just put these so that they're all in the frame. Okay, there we go. We have leadership. We have the energy is gaining momentum. We have a time for healing. We have expect powerful change. And then we have voyage or voyage. A lot of things I can't pronounce in this pile. But yes, so there is a big energy of independence here immediately, and an energy of breaking free from attachments. And the universe is kind of telling you to go for it. Whatever it is that you want to go after, if this is making new friends, if this is opening up to new people, if this is searching and calling in your soul tribe, then go ahead, because the universe has your back. First of all, you are very much guided by the universe in everything that is happening in your life, even if it may not seem like it. But one thing I'm getting for you is to step out of your comfort zone. You could have been in some sort of healing cycle for a very long time, to the point where maybe your healing cycle got very comfortable for you. Maybe you became very comfortable in this healing cycle so much that you are not focused on anything else but your healing cycle, and maybe checking in on your counterpart, or maybe checking in on someone you're interested in, and also checking in with yourself. But of course, these are helpful things, and these can help offer us clarity and guidance. But at the same time, I do feel that there is like a risk of becoming too involved in these things as well, to the point where it is taking over your life, where you are not focusing on other things that don't have to do with your healing, because not everything has to be about this healing cycle within your life, and everything can be healing, but it's more about like not doing things that only have to do with healing, if that makes sense. I hope it does. Because I feel like you are going through a big transformation right now, and I feel like for that to fully happen, you may need to broaden your horizons. Maybe you need to take some sort of risk. Maybe maybe you're very introverted, and maybe this is a call for you to push yourself out of your comfort zone because you don't know who you might meet. And it's just like this energy of, you gotta own who you are, And you need to fully step into that power because you are powerful. You, I feel, have been through some shit. I have no better way of putting that. I feel like things may not have been easy for you. I feel like you may have been in a stagnant energy for a long time and maybe things are finally starting to move for you. And for that to even accelerate, even more, I feel like there is a call for you here to really step out of your comfort zone. We have leadership, we have this card. We have Aquarius, which is a very independent energy. We have Leo, which is for me the energy of confidence, of standing in your power, of ambition. And then here on the other hand, we have Taurus, which is quite traditional, quite set in its ways, quite a homebody to me at least. And I feel like that's why there is this energy of change is beyond this kind of gateway that is being presented to you. But to go through that gateway, you need to take action. You need to take physical, proper action. You need to take risks. You need to take chances. And you need to not be afraid of failing or finding out something that you didn't want to know, because sometimes what you might want to hear may not be what you need to hear. And the universe will tell you what you need to hear. I feel like that is a message for some of you. So only take it if it resonates with you, but don't worry about it if it doesn't. It's really, I'm not really picking up on like anything to be anxious about or anything. I really don't mean to make you anxious at all. I feel like this is very encouraging energy, on the contrary. So, I feel like there's a lot to discover in terms of who you are, in terms of what you want to do with your life, in terms of where you want to go as well. This is really an energy of taking more chances, taking risks, and watching them pay off. To be honest, I feel like you're attracting a lot of people to you, is one thing I'm getting. Aquarius is the sign of friendship for me, and I feel like you are calling in more than what you may have asked for. Maybe you asked for one person, maybe you asked for your counterpart, if you've met them, or maybe you asked for a counterpart to manifest one. But I feel like you are getting so much more than what you bargained for. I feel like you are getting like a full soul tribe manifesting towards you. And I feel that this is happening through you stepping out of your comfort zone, you meeting new people, trying new things. And I know now is not the best time to go out into the world and explore, but you can still do a lot from where you are within your home as well. You could join an online community, you could start a YouTube channel, you could start a blog, you could start some sort of social media that you've always wanted to do. You could volunteer for something, you could go to the park and meet people in a socially distanced way. I don't know, but whatever it is that you feel called to do, if you kind of have these, like fleeting thoughts about, oh, I wonder what it would be like if I did that, go for it. Do it by all means. Honestly, break out of your patterns. If you have any and you feel that they are not serving you or they are keeping you stagnant when you should be going forward full force. Pile number 3s. My beautiful pile number 3s. All right, let's get you some tarot. What do my beautiful pile number 3s want to do right now, please, universe? What do my, there we go. Oh my God, I swear to you, when I was pre-shuffling the deck for this pile, because I always like to shuffle my decks before they're reading, and then while live shuffling, I shuffle again. The 4 of Wands flew out, and I thought, oh wow, like, that's interesting. But I just forgot about it, even though it happened like 5 minutes ago. But now the Four of Wands is back, and then we have the Ten of Swords in reverse, and the Four of Wands is the card of hope. And comfort zones for me, at least. So we'll see what else comes through. And it is also the Twin Flame card. I will mention that for those of you that may be looking for confirmation about someone that is on your mind. We have the Page of Swords in reverse, and then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. You are not realizing your full potential. I feel like there's something that's holding you back, and I feel like maybe this has to do with maybe some insecurities or maybe some beliefs about yourself that are not true. Some negative beliefs about yourself that are not true. It almost feels like in some ways you could be misinformed about yourself, in the sense that you are so much stronger than you may realize. We have the Moon. Okay, we have the Six of Wands. I'm hearing We Are the Champions by Queen. Okay. That was kind of a random song, but that is what I'm getting. So maybe that's relevant for someone. I won't link songs in the description box, and though I did hear songs for every pile, I just didn't say them at the time because I'm talking a lot today, and I didn't want to interrupt kind of the flow of that. Okay. We have the Page of Pentacles. Okay, leave your home and go seeking is like a very simple way of putting that message, but that is immediately what I'm getting from the Four of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, to explore out of your comfort zone. And it doesn't necessarily have to be your actual physical home. You can also explore a lot of things from the comfort of your own home. Can we clarify the Ten of Swords in reverse? I feel like some of you could be tired. We have the Five of Wands. Maybe you were in conflict with someone, or just like maybe you weren't surrounded by the right people in the past, or maybe there was a particular situation that really took out a lot from you, a lot of energy from you, a lot of motivation from you, but that is over, is what I am hearing. That's over. That's done, in the sense that that tough cycle is over. That's not to say that nothing will come out of this situation. It will be different for every single one of you, but I do feel that if you were dealing with a very difficult situation with some very difficult circumstances, especially in terms of your inner world, or the way your inner world was reacting to something that happened in your 3D world, it feels like it's coming to an end. You don't have to be on guard. And look, we have the Two of Cups. You are manifesting your soul tribe. You are manifesting people that understand you. You are manifesting mutual connections. And I'm saying connections because I feel like you are manifesting more than one person for sure. And then we have Temperance here. I think maybe around confidence, you may still need some healing to fully realize how beautiful and incredible you are, because you are pile number 3. You really are. And then we have the Chariot. So much water energy here. So I want to say, are you intuitive? I feel like you are, like, I feel like you are very intuitive, but I feel like it's not something that is immediately picked up about you, in the sense that, like, you may not be very open about it. Like, you may not be in the spotlight in that sense right now with these type of talents, but I feel like you have a lot of intuitive talents. And if you would want to pursue something like this, something to do with healing, something to do with intuition, something to do with motivating others as well, I feel like you have a lot of talents in that sense. And you don't need to do it as a career. You don't need to make it your source of income. But I do feel that you have a lot of talent, and it's just kind of this reminder to go for it. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles here, and we also have the Three of Cups for your bottom deck energy. You are manifesting a bunch of people that are going to be very good for you, I think. And we also have the Hierophant in reverse, which tells me again, step out of what you are used to, step out of it. And then I cut the deck in half when we have the Lovers. So, I do feel that some of you are manifesting a counterpart, and if that is so, then this is your confirmation that they're coming. They're on their way, but the timeline will be different for every single one of you, of course. I'm not an advocate of setting timelines, especially in general readings, because I feel that they set up expectations that may end in disappointment later on if they don't play out the exact same way, because tarot only looks into current energies. It's not a prediction of what is set in stone and what will happen, but it is just a prediction of the future based on current energies. But anyway, with that little lecture out of the way, let's get you some words of wisdom from the universe. We have move forward, experience the grace of who you truly are, like walk through that gateway, move forward. Yes, I'm happy that came out, actually. I get really happy when we get like kind of repeating messages, or the cards that come out just confirm what I was saying. So, you know, I'm not making this up. You know, we have free will. Get out of your cocoon. Yes. Get out of your comfort zone. Go after your dreams. You have my full support. I know I'm a stranger on the internet, but I am offering you my full support. I support your dreams. So you gotta believe in yourself too. I don't make the rules. I'm sorry. Okay. I think some of you might also be manifesting a love triangle. I felt really called to say, just so you know, just a heads up, like not manifesting a love triangle as in that is what you want, but I feel like you could be turning a lot of heads. Oh. We have deal with the unexpected. Treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. Unpredictable things. Do you know why they happen? They often happen outside of your comfort zone. Just say. I don't know why I'm so kind of all over the place today. But yeah. Hopefully I'm still making a lot of sense. And we have determination. Perseverance leads to fortune. We have fighting the path. You are the driver and the navigator. We have way of faith. Let faith be your guide. And I also want to get you one last card. I think I only got 6 for the other 2 piles, but you get more. You get 8. We have a balanced life. Love seeks your well-being as well as self-creation. Be the author of your own life. I'm really drawn to all of these messages about taking control, being the leader, finding yourself, finding who you want to be, creating yourself, creating your life, and kind of balancing out any energy within you that may be holding you back in terms of you finding your path, or you trusting in the universe or your process. And for your bottom deck energy, we have union of love. Embrace the beloved within your heart. So I will leave you on that note, my beautiful pile number 3s. I hope this offers you some clarity. If this did not resonate with you, maybe there's a message for you in another reading or in another pile. So if you feel called to do so, definitely do check those out. Remember that you are loved, you are beautiful, you are incredible, and to always stand in your power. Hopefully, I'll see you soon for another reading, but until then, bye!